We got a poll question. We haven't done this in a couple of weeks. I brought the poll questions back. Here's what we got. What are your expectations? We talked about him earlier. What are your expectations for Joey Aguilar? Your options. He'll be better than Nico. He'll be fine. He'll be worse than Nico. Or how should I know? So that's kind of where I would go personally. How should I know? But better than Nico. He'll be fine. Worse than Nico. I've been surprised by the amount of blind faith people have put. I mean, the emails and stuff that you get, oh, Joey Swags is going to be great and all this stuff. It's like
Joey Swags.
And I'm like, Joey Swags, huh? You didn't know his name 2 months ago, but now he's Joey Swags. Okay. So tell us what you think. You got to use the QR code right there beneath that Hearthside Bank logo. Use your smartphone, click it. It still says sportsource.tv/polls. You can't get there. That's why those are all zeros. Nobody could get there early today. We are rebuilding that to be the sportsourcedigitalnetwork.com, or .tv. So that'll be up soon enough. But right now, the only way to play is to play right there with your smartphone. Okay, let's keep it with Pro Football Focus just for one more minute. This is going to be a quick segment. We don't expect Tennessee to rank in the top 10 with wide receiver cores. A lot of question marks there. Okay, maybe these guys are great, but on paper, it's unproven at best. But when I looked at the top 10 in terms of their rankings, number 2, Auburn. Number 4, Ole Miss. Number 5, Alabama. Number 6, Georgia. Number 7, LSU. Number 8, Texas. Number 9, Texas A&M. Bob, you've had a Biletnikoff Award winner here. You've had 2 guys drafted rather highly. Well, 3 if you count Dante Thornton.
Yep.
You've had a spectacular year in 2022, and you've still been a top 15 offense the last 2 years when most of us have been yawning. This should be a receiver's dream. We don't know what they're going to have this year, but we do know it is very unproven, a whole lot of question marks. My question is, with all that going for you, you should be receiver heaven. Why is Tennessee behind all these other SEC schools in terms of the receiving corps?
I think we could do an entire show on this. You said be quick. Okay, it's either recruiting, development, or your quarterback doesn't help your receivers a whole lot. And so I'm going to think the recruiting has been fine because it's not like you've been bringing in guys that nobody else wanted. Hey, they beat out Liberty for this fella.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say the recruiting has been good. So that leans into development and quarterback. And of those two things, I'm going to go a little bit quarterback because as we've talked about, if you had a risk-averse quarterback here last year, your receivers didn't get a chance to shine. Now they've dropped passes. It's not all on that. But I think developmentally, okay, it happened under different guys, but you took Tillman and Hyatt and made them into the Biletnikoff Award winner and a third-round draft pick, both of them. You haven't done that with these other guys, but right now I'm going to say it's not recruiting, and I'm going to go with development, and your quarterback play has not helped them.
You had 3 guys, the 3 of your starters were hurt last year. Rue was hurt, Dante was hurt, and Squirrel White was hurt for good portions of the year, and they played through them. That didn't help things. I think the biggest issue, though, was that you lost most of your receivers heading into this season, so you're replacing them with young guys who have caught 7 more balls than I have. It's going to be your top receiver. I also think you tried to do things that work when you're going at warp speed, and you did them at normal tempo, and it didn't work. And everybody, after Brent Venables saw you, came up with a defense to stop what you do, and you didn't adjust to it. So it's like you're just banging your head against a brick wall over and over again with injured receivers. And I think that's why Tennessee's behind them.
So you think it's a one-year deal?
I think if they try to do the same thing again this year, it's not going to work. They have to adjust.
But I think it's a 2-year deal.
I think it's going to be a 3-year deal.
Stellar before.
I didn't think they were great under Milton either.
Yeah. Right.
Milton's inaccuracy 2 years ago, risk-adverse Nico Iamaleava last year, didn't want to get too crazy. And this year, until we get to about October, in my opinion, or November, you're going to have a quarterback who had 101 days when he got on campus to try to build relationships and learn this playbook. I think it's a whole lot of what Will said and a whole lot of what Bob said.
I think you're just making excuses.
Probably.
excuse. Vince.
I think it's a little bit of negative recruiting, although they've still been able to get some decent receivers in here. But, maybe you're not getting the right elite guys. That didn't happen in the portal. You only got 1 wide receiver there. And then the quarterbacks.
And that was a guy who hadn't really played.
Right. And then the quarterbacks is a part of the equation also. But a big factor is those guys don't make an impact until their second year. So where does that point to? Is that development? Is that quarterbacks? That's still a problem.
I'm going development. Not that everything goes into development, but I think that has to be mentioned because here's the thing I've seen the last 2 years. Drops. unbelievable amount of drops last year. We talked about when Nico overthrew everybody. Go watch those games. He overthrew a lot of people. He also hit a lot of people right here, and they couldn't catch them. I mean, there are guys who
Fair,
are.
but-
Chris Brazzell came in and was supposed to be spectacular. Pro Football Focus generously said 6 drops last year. You're going to be hard to find anybody with 6 drops on their Pro Football Focus card from last year. That's a lot for them, and I think there were more than 6. Maybe he turns it around. Jalen Hyatt did. Hope he's on the Hyatt program. But I see a lot of drops out there. Now, is that because you're not developing them? I don't know. I have to take that somewhere. And you could either say, well, we just got a lot of guys who can't catch, or put them in front of the gun and throw it more. Make them sit out there and field 100 more passes. That's a lot of drops on this team. So
Yeah.
that has to be, I think development needs to put in there somewhere. But anyway, they do rank behind all these other schools when you would think with the veer-and-shoot system, the numbers they put up in 2022, Hyatt success as a Bolitnikoff Award winner. It could just be a one-year thing. Well, you're not proven this year. Next year you will be top 10. But it
And I
stands
don't
out the last
understand
couple
why
of
it
years.
takes 2 years in this
Yeah.
offense. I mean, you look around the country, there was some freshman receivers last year looked awfully good.
Alabama and Ohio State knew how to use them.
You know,